Hey guys, let's get more news about Dallas, but before that, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Could Cowboys steal Eagles lineman in free agency move? When offseason programming gets into full swing for the Dallas Cowboys, offensive coordinator Brian Schottenheimer will take on the challenge of reshaping this team's offense. For Dallas, this turnaround starts at the line. A once dominant unit has faded in recent years and now mostly consists of younger talents developing into reliable starting pieces. That was evident in the 2024 season where the Cowboys had two rookies on their line in Tyler Guyton and Cooper Beebe. The Cowboys started the season with veteran Zach Martin in the lineup, but injuries would end his season early. He has yet to decide on returning to the team, leaving in free agency or retiring from the league. While Martin is not the same threat he was even just a few years ago, replacing him at the right guard spot will be a major task for the team. Given the youth and inexperience on the line, Dallas may not want to rely on filling that hole through the draft. Adding a veteran through free agency may be the smart move here. Along with Schottenheimer, new offensive coordinator Clayton Adams has emphasized the team's need for toughness and violence in the trenches. The Cowboys could find that in current Philadelphia Eagles right guard Mekhi Becton. Following a resurgent 2024 campaign, Becton has put himself in position to get rewarded for his play in free agency. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox believes that this piece from Dallas' arch-rival could help them execute that vision. Becton got a new opportunity in 2024 when the Philadelphia Eagles signed him and moved him to guard. With a new home and a new position, the 25-year-old, 26 in April, thrived. The Cowboys should also consider Becton if they can erase their projected $5.7 million cap deficit as a potential replacement for Zach Martin. We have no idea what BR is talking about when it mentions a cap deficit, or where they got that number. The Cowboys are presently under the cap, will be carrying over more than $20 million from 2024, and can have $100 million in shopping room if they wish. Even having said that, though, there is some risk in paying Becton his expected $10.20 average annual salary. Whether it's Becton or someone else, Dallas could find themselves in need of a right guard if Martin leaves the team. Becton is still young and has shown the potential, so there is certainly a chance this deal pays off for Dallas. Assuming the younger guys come along in year two, this line with Becton and Tyler Smith at the guard spots immediately improves. Any dreams of Becton or another offensive line upgrade requires the Cowboys to be active in free agency though, and an overall aggressive approach to the offseason. Cowboys crash out of top 20 in end-of-season SI NFL Power Rankings. The Dallas Cowboys finished a disappointing 2024 NFL campaign with a 7-10 record after an injury-plagued season. With a new coaching staff led by Brian Schottenheimer, Dallas will look to bounce back, and it all begins with attacking free agency and the NFL draft. Dallas has taken a lazy approach to free agency and has not made any big-name signings, but the Schottenheimer is hoping to change that tendency. As the Cowboys gear up for the offseason, it is clear that the team has a lot of work to do, and the Sports Illustrated end-of-season power rankings echoes that belief. Dallas failed to crack the top 20 in the rankings, and checked in at number 23. I've said in multiple writings that the Dallas Cowboys could easily win 10 games next season if the team stays healthy, but that would just be riding on the fumes of a roster that should have been stewarded in a far better manner, Connor Orr wrote. Again, it's about riding a line of telling people how unexcited I am about Brian Schottenheimer, because of what the team could have had, versus understanding what this team could do with a healthy and happy Dak Prescott. It is understandable that there are doubts with the new regime. Schottenheimer has been a career assistant, joining the St. Louis Rams as an assistant nearly 3 decades ago. However, while he is unproven as a head coach, Schottenheimer has assembled an all-star staff that has Cowboys Nation excited. Will it pay off? Only time will tell. But, for now, the Cowboys can enjoy entering the offseason with low expectations for the first time in what seems like forever. Trading for Myles Garrett may be exciting, but it makes little to no sense for the Cowboys. The only thing worse than the noise created by Dallas Cowboys owner Jerry Jones is the noise created by the outside world. Whenever a big-name player is released or makes the news as a possible trade candidate, immediately the Cowboys are thrown into consideration. It doesn't matter how unlikely the situation is, bring up Dallas and you have a story. During Super Bowl week, one of the game's best edge rushers, Myles Garrett, went public and requested a trade. And just like clockwork, Garrett was immediately a part of discussions that had him going to Dallas in a blockbuster trade. That's the way it goes, we get it. Thinking about this longer than a few seconds makes this proposition unrealistic, considering the Cowboys are likely months away from signing their own star edge rusher, Micah Parsons. Can we just please put this ember out before it starts smoking? Nope. Sadly, the Garrett goes to Dallas talks didn't flame out. Quite the contrary. It started heating up as a couple of credible football sites decided to include this blockbuster trade in their most recent mock drafts. Last week, NFL.com did a mock draft that had the Cowboys trading for Garrett, and then this week, PFF.com did the same thing. While their mocks contained different drafted players, the gist had the Cowboys giving up the 12th overall pick in this year's draft plus next year's first-rounder for Garrett. While a move like this would do wonders for raising the hairs on the back of our necks in terms of excitement, there are so many factors that make this implausible. Breaking, read all about it. The Dallas Cowboys are trying to save money by building through the draft. The Cowboys have a lot of money committed to Dak Prescott, CeeDee Lamb, and soon to Parsons. They also have players like Tyler Smith and Darren Bland who are entering the fourth year of their rookie contracts and also will get pricey second contracts soon. With a top-heavy payroll, the Cowboys must make the most of their draft resources to keep bringing in low-cost talent. They are not in the position to trade those resources. And to even consider taking this approach is a heavy deviation from how the Cowboys' front office operates. 2 first-rounders is a lot of draft capital to give up, especially with one of them being the 12th overall pick in April's draft. Since 2020, the Cowboys have landed 3 top talent players with their first-round picks, so handing over 2 of them is a heavy price for a team that is pretty good at drafting players on day one. And you, fan? What do you think of Myles Garrett's situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.